Hello everyone and welcome back to my craft room. My name is Whitney and today I'm thrilled to show you the custom pieces I made for my Eevee cosplay. We're starting with this adorable fluffy tail, then I'll show you how I made a plain Poké Ball sparkle, how I altered my ears, and finally how I finished it all off with a glittery bow. Also, keep an eye out for special guest appearances from my feline assistants, Mizu and Spartacus. Stick around till the end for the full reveal. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's jump right into crafting. I knew I wanted a large, exceptionally fluffy tail for this cosplay. I used my favorite brown craft paper to draft the design. I designed it using 3 separate pieces to achieve a rounded teardrop shape that closely matches Eevee's design. Once the 3 pieces were cut, I temporarily taped them together. This allowed me to hold the pattern up to my body and check the scale. Pro tip: it's always easier to start too large and cut down as necessary. Mizu was absolutely thrilled with this phase. She loves craft paper. As a bonus, this pattern also doubles as a temporary cat bed. This little fur ball always brings me joy. Next, using a reference photo, I traced out the white tip of the tail. Mizu helped me deconstruct the pattern so I could work with flat pieces, and I made sure to label each section carefully so I wouldn't mix them up later. To cut the fur, I used chalk to mark the pattern on the back of the brown fur fabric. I then use a sharp blade to cut the backing only. I find that cutting the back with a blade and then carefully tearing away the pieces is much better than scissors, which tend to leave an ugly, blunt edge on the fur. I used the exact same method for the white tip, just opting for a longer fur that has extra fluffy contrast. Since I didn't have a heavy-duty needle for my machine, and I was worried about the long fur jamming it, I decided to clip the pieces together and hand-stitch the base and tips. My buddy Spartacus sat down to keep me company while I stitched, but quickly decided it was much more fun to take a nap. I then clipped the 3 main pieces together, good side to good side, making sure all the fur was tucked inside. It was back to hand stitching again, this time with Mizu supervising the process. Not to be outdone, Spartacus soon rejoined the project, eager to inspect my thread. I had to distract him with toys and catnip to keep him away from my delicate stitching. With the tail almost complete, I just needed a small, circular piece of fur for the base of the tail. This spot will be where I attach the thick elastic later on. Once all the stitching was done, I flipped the tail right side out. I repurposed some old pillow stuffing to give that tail its volume. I definitely made sure to perform the necessary step of proper floof checking. Finally, I added 2 bands of thick elastic. This allows me to easily slide the tail onto any belt and wear it with ease. Next up is my sparkling Poké Ball. I found some cheap vending machine capsules that had the perfect shape, but I wanted that iconic red. I have a vivid memory of watching Pokemon as a child where a character was holding a bedazzled Pokeball, and I've always wanted to create my own unique sparkly version. I thought this chunky glitter glue would be perfect for the task. It was pretty, but I'll be honest, it was very difficult to work with, especially while trying to film with my other hand. However, the end result was incredibly satisfying. To seal the glitter and keep it from flaking, I finished it with a coat of my trusty Mod Podge. Moving on to the ears, I started with a decent pair I found on Amazon. To match Eevee's design better, I simply added some darker shading to the inner ear. I achieved this by using a technique called dry brushing, working the paint gently into the fur fibers. And of course, we can't forget a cute accent piece. I've made countless bows for my cosplays over the years, and I really enjoy making them. Luckily, I happen to have the perfect sparkly brown fabric on hand for this one. And without further ado, I present my completed Eevee cosplay. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching my crafting process today. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe for more videos featuring cats, crafts, and cosplay. See you next time!